Hi, everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Walk In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom for this upcoming week of April the 6th through April the 12th, 2025. My name is Claire Candy Hoff, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which I write about in my award-winning #1 Amazon International bestseller, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. I'd like to thank everyone who has liked and shared and subscribed, even recommended my Claire Candy Hoff YouTube channel for inspiration and motivation, direction and clarity. And if you become a subscriber, it's absolutely free, and you will be notified when I upload new videos. I'd also like to thank those people who have made generous donations to my PayPal account for my free content. If you would like to make a donation, I have left my PayPal description along with my contact details of my Angel Healing House healing practice in the description box down below. Now here on Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom, we do pull oracle cards, we pull tarot cards, but we always look first into the astrological heavens to see what planetary and celestial energies will be affecting us and are affecting us. So, first of all, happy April, everyone. And happy birthday to all you rockin' Aries Rams out there. After the energetic battering that many of us felt going through the portal between the full moon lunar eclipse on March 13th, 14th, and the partial new moon solar eclipse on March 29th, April will act much like a bridging month from the old world to the new. That portal was a time to finally find closure and put to rest anything that still needed addressing and healing, especially with our biological families. Now that we've made it through, it will act like a graduation from that karmic cycle. It may seem in April that we are breaking ancestral patterns as we passionately and excitedly forge new independent paths for ourselves. Now, my angelic family, who I, as Angel Ariel, am part of, the posse of angels and I are sharing that for many, April will not just be another month, but it will come in as a promise for a whole new era. After months and months of recycling the past in order to unravel it bit by painstaking bit, the collective is now ready to shift into stability and creating something that is tangible and will be long-lasting. April, being the fourth month of the year, is all about our security, completeness, wholeness. What are the things? Completeness and wholeness. It's about us having a strong foundation, an enduring strong foundation, finally. And with both Mercury and Venus getting out of retrograde soon, many will begin to feel and receive a new pulsation of being alive, not just surviving, but being alive. A sense of urgency, a sense of momentum now that we are no longer feeling an urge to reflect on the past, and we can find closure and we can comfortably move on. Now, the posse of angels is reminding us that this fiery Aries season will invite us to leap into the unknown, and we'll have the courage and the bravery to do so. This month is where the energy behind our dreams and our desires goes through a huge spark of ignition, where our wishes are being aligned and forged in the fiery flames of our imaginations. And then, when many of us enter the upcoming Taurus season, what we have only imagined will then be anchored and grounded into reality. Now, before we launch into upcoming months, it's important to wind our attention back 1 week ago, when on March the 30th, Neptune entered Aries. And what is so important about this event is that Neptune's shift into a new sign marks an epic chapter in our lives. It is of particular note and a very big deal because it only does this every 14 years, so we get to experience a handful of these events over our lifetime. Moving from the last sign of the zodiac, Pisces, which Pisces is focused on the collective and surrendering and releasing and letting go in order for completions of karmic cycles to happen. And now we've moved into the first sign of the zodiac, Aries, which is focused on the self, the fiery, determined will of the self, the individual. And this time signals a momentous new beginning. This is the moment where many will define and assert their sovereignty and their purpose by stepping into more active roles. This energy is getting us to highlight what sets us apart, what makes us a unique identity, what actually makes us different. With so many old systems being revealed as dark and corrupt, like the entertainment industry, this will help many awakened creatives to figure and to feature their content of movies, music, and also as authors in newly created light-filled platforms in order for them to showcase their creative efforts. Aries season is all about discovering and exploring new frontiers for our creative efforts. Now, with a slow-moving planet like, for instance, Uranus, Pluto, and Neptune, and when they move signs, it sets up a generational shift in our consciousness. Neptune has been in Pisces since 2011. Now, with it being the planet of our hopes and dreams, our wishes and our goals, the Posse of Angels and I wish for all of us to think back to 2011 to see how our goals and wishes manifested. Well, for instance, in 2011, it had been 9 years since I started my Angel Healing House healing practice. I started it in 2003, and I was asking Spirit to expand my reach and to bring me more clients at that time. And believe me, I was solely thinking locally. Well, the Posse of Angels didn't bring me more clients, but they kept urging me to start my Angel Healing House radio podcasts. And over the next 12 years, every week on either Blog Talk Radio for 10 years and 2 years on Transformation Talk Radio, I delivered channeled messages and took callers for angel readings. I began to notice that my callers were international, coming from far-off places like Ireland and Scotland and England, Syria, Brazil, Germany, Australia, Italy, etc. And I was creating a global reach, something that I had never expected and not even considered. Now, Spirit truly knows us better than we know ourselves. Now, having already established this global community of light over the next 4 years, in 2016 and 2017, when I published my novels, both of them, because of this global reach, went #1 on Amazon in the USA, the UK, Germany, Canada, and Australia. Now, I never would have expected this, nor would I have expected to have global and international clients. And it all came from taking a leap of faith and doing something I knew nothing about. Now, as we are at this momentous point where Neptune is changing signs once again, I have every reason to be excited about the next step that Spirit will show me to expand and to grow. Now, the Posse of Angels wish to press a very, very important point here. They wish for us to consider and expect that this next step will most likely, just like in my case, be something that we have never considered before. The unfamiliar is what we could be most afraid of and might stop us from saying yes. And it was like me going into a whole new area, podcasts. And believe me, podcasts were very, very new back in 2012. Also, the Posse of Angels told me that the show, my radio show, should be an hour long. And I thought I had no way to determine and be certain that anyone would call into the show. Well, at first I had maybe 1 or 2 callers, but then after a short amount of time I had 4, 6, 8 callers, and then I had so many that I could not take them all. And this continued over my 12 years. So when opportunity and destiny and fate comes knocking at your door, even if you've not done something before, if you're being offered it, Spirit is saying that you have all the skills, you have all the abilities to do it. They are emphasizing that you would not be offered it if Spirit did not believe that you could do it. This Neptune in Aries energy is being driven by a sense of autonomy and sovereignty. And with the massive revelations of deceptions and theft of taxpayers' money, we could see another trend of people becoming so disillusioned with corporations and corruption in government, the medical system, the educational system, the food industry, the banking system, just to name a few areas, that many will opt out of systems that they don't trust in order to build lives of self-sufficiently. This is Aries energy. When we were under the previous energy of working for unity, working for the collective, Aries season makes us feel empowered to feel now like we are sovereign and we can assert ourselves. Now, the Posse of Angels is sharing that many in the collective, especially those who find out that they worked for corrupt organizations, will turn to online businesses and work to create their own personal, unique brand of independence. Now, we know that that was a big, yet a very important review as we looked back, but now let's look at more recent and forward energies. With Mercury and Venus soon to come out of retrograde, yesterday was the 4-4 portal, helping us to receive the light codes of the number 4, which is all about abundance and stability, security, building strong foundations, our worthiness, and success, particularly after hard work. More light and higher frequencies are helping us to rebuild our lives in resonance and alignment now with our soul's purpose. As I mentioned last week, so many of us are seeing multiple numbers, and these are signs that the universe has received our wishes, and now is a time that many will see the physical manifestation of those wishes. Trumpets, please. Da, 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 da. Because tomorrow, on April 6th, we have Mercury stationing direct. Hallelujah! Many people celebrate Mercury going forward, rising from the underworld, where it has been in retrograde since March 15th. Even those who usually breeze through a Mercury retrograde were left quaking in their boots, as it was at the same time, it occurred at the same time as the eclipse portal, making for one hell of a recipe for returning any unresolved issues right in front of our faces, especially with our biological families. Now that Mercury's lines of communication are free to flow once again, do pay attention and be on the lookout for messages that are now liberated to come your way. On April the 7th, the energy will be very active as Venus, the planet of beauty and harmony, relationships, is slowly coming out of her retrograde, and she will meet Saturn, the Lord of Karma. You know, it comes to this encounter, our relationships, oh yes, and our money, our self-worth can be severely tested. Remember, Saturn is the hard taskmaster. Saturn doesn't fool around when teaching us lessons. If you have a shaky foundation, this transit will definitely expose some illusions about relationships and your money that you have been living under. But if you have built a strong foundation from your true soul's alignment, then Saturn will just reinforce it and make it even stronger. Coming up on April 11th, for those who have been receiving an intuitive sense that there is something big just out of sight building on the horizon. Mars, the planet of action, aligns with our North Node, which is all about our destiny, and it works its magic by setting the wheels of fate into motion. When these two cosmic energies come together, it feels like the winds of heaven are picking us up and carrying us to our destiny. There's no trying to figure things out. There's no over-rationalizing, as our instinct intuitively knows now what to do. Now is the fated time, the divine time, when there will be some information, communication coming in that will reveal our next step forward. An opportunity will be offered, and suddenly stagnancy will be a thing of the past. Or it may be many will have a light bulb moment, realizing that they don't need anyone to give them permission to live their lives as they see fit, and they will make their own decisions. For many, they will act on the knock of destiny at their door, and determined Mars will be the energy to help them not only walk, but run through that door. Again, April for many will be such a positive reset when expectation will be high for those new doors to swing open on our careers, our jobs, our business opportunities, exciting offers, new connections, light-filled connections to collaborate with on projects and endeavors of light. This will happen for many because the timing is divine. And this is divine for our achievements and our accomplishments to finally be recognized and rewarded. So let's go to the cards and see what additional messages we do have. Let's go to my Angel Healing House. Yes, that's me, Angel Ariel, on the back. Let's see what beautiful messages they have. Oh, here we have a Carolina wren and a lovely little bird, and she serenades us. And we have, actually, Pete, my husband, named her Sophia. Sophia Loren. Get it? Wren, Sophia. Anyway, she has a beautiful melodic song that she sings to us. It's so lovely to hear all those spring birds, the robins, cardinals, the blue jays, all returning. Now that's spring. Okay, a couple more shuffles. See what's coming up for this week. And 1, 2, 3. Oops, almost dropped the deck. First card that's coming out for us is the Six of Pentacles. What does the Six of Pentacles denote? Well, our first card is we see we see somebody that is giving and receiving. This is the card of giving and receiving, and now is the time when so many of us have given so much of our time, our energy, our sinew to the light, that we will start to see this unbelievable coming in of the rewards, the riches that will be given to us. It's a time to open, to receive, and the Posse of Angels are saying, don't try to figure out anything at this time, but open up to your inherent wealth. Tap to this magical time of manifestation and the fulfillment of our wishes. And please, the posse of angels are saying, please do let go of all expectations as to how you think your wishes need to be filled and fulfilled, because they could be coming out in the most miraculous of ways that actually is perfect for your soul's purpose and opens up other avenues for you. And we see the little critters at the bottom, the skunk, the raccoon, and the little chipmunk, all receiving those golden coins. And they have their little paws open to receive. Next card that's coming out for us is the Four of Pentacles. Yes, the Four of Pentacles is the card of clutching onto our wealth with a great deal of, when we're not 100% secure in our abundance. But this card is telling us that now we can let go of that. We can let go of that, knowing that what is coming in for us is meant for us, and we'll be able to now experience that sense of abundance that was lacking before. In traditional tarot, and it's a number 4. The 4 is again, it's about security, our wealth, building strong financial abundance and financial security. And this is certainly that time when we will be receiving the pentacles that we need to build that strong foundation in our reality. Next card that's coming out for us. Well, it's the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is that card of overall abundance. It's that sunshine, I call it the sunshine lollipop and roses card, because when it comes in, it shows us this beauty of contented relationships, the roses, the balloons, a time to celebrate who we are, celebrate our hard work, celebrate all of our efforts, determined efforts, and now seeing the results of that. Posse of Angels wish for us not to try to figure things out, as it's in our inheritance. Abundance is our nature, and it's time just to open to receive that abundance in our lives. Next card is coming out for us is the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is a card of authority. Some people say she's emotionless, but she's just very focused. She's very focused on her goals and the things that she wants to succeed in, and she makes her decisions without allowing her emotions to get in the way. So, with this card coming out, many of us in these fields will be offered positions of authority, and the Queen of Swords is an authority. As leaders in a new world, Posse of Angels wish for us to navigate into April with a great deal of self-confidence. Now, the griffin in this card is a magical animal, and they want to stress that the ways it's going to come in are going to be quite miraculous and magical and synchronistic. Remember to shine your light. Stand tall, stand confident, and do not play small, and know that the Queen of Swords carries a great deal of integrity, grace, diligence. Go after what you desire with that courage and strength forged in a belief in yourself. Next card that's coming out for us is, that's another pentacle. We've got 3 pentacles so far. The seven of Pentacles. Now this is a card that's telling us that what we've tended and invested in, what we've nourished and nurtured, which are our dreams, and what we've seeded, Even though there were no outward signs that they would ever succeed, now we will be seeing those things paying off. Be ready, be prepared to reap the rewards of all that you have invested in. The posse of angels wish for us to celebrate all of this growth. They challenge us to overcome and whatever has brought you to this point and find closure with. The posse of angels is sharing that this is not a quick flash in the pan, what is coming for many, but it is of great long-term security and stability. And I just got shivers about this long-term and long-term security and stability. And the last card that's coming out for us, again, it's another pentacle. We've got 6, 4, 7, and 8. Wow. The Eight of Pentacles is my craftsman card. It's about being financially recognized and remunerated for your gifts and talents. It's a clear sign that what we've been diligently working for, in my case, for 22 years, will now be paying off as people, groups, organizations will recognize our efforts, wishing to invest in our craftsmanship, as I call it. Now is the time for many to be recognized for their mastery. And wow, so many pentacles. And let's take a look at just one other thing under the deck. Another pentacle, the Three of Pentacles. Now this is the card of collaborating and connecting, and again being recognized for your skills, your abilities, and talents, and then for people to see this and then to make you offers to collaborate with you. This is also my soul tribe card coming in, those of us who are most like us in energetic signature. So what a beautiful reading. And because it's a new month and new energies, I have dusted off my fortune cards. This is going to be such a fortunate month for so many people. And with the dragon on the back, let's see what cards come out for us. For me, April has started with a whole different, whoops, that just fell out there. Okay, I'll just reach down and grab that card. April has started out with a whole new, lighter, more blissful energy, let's put it that way. More excitement, more enthusiasm, more passion about creating, about thriving, of those stagnant areas in life, finally seeing movement forward, getting out of all of that retrograde energy and really utilizing those things, the lessons and the wisdom that we garnered from our challenges, and really utilizing that as we now go forward. So you can put in the comments what you feel like with April now ticking over, and now the energy is coming in. Whoa, I just saw that one. No wonder the posse of angels wished me to switch cards. That one. And how about another one? Come on, guys. Okay. Wow. Yay. Okay. First card that came out is Society. Say yes to all the wonderful invitations coming your way. Excellent for networking. You know, for so long we have felt so isolated. We felt, just in our cocoons, in our chrysalis, with an exceptional amount of retrogrades, making us go over the past again and again and again and again. Now with April going forward, Venus and Mercury are getting out of retrograde. The eclipse season have eclipsed those things into our lives. There'll be new people, new networking opportunities, new romantic and love interests, if that's what you're looking for, will be the result. But it's like the Posse of Angels is showing me a debutante ball in which the young ladies are invited to then step forth into society, showing that they are ready for marriage or ready to date. But it's for many, it's like coming out into the world. The next card that jumped out for us is opportunities. What the Posse of Angels and I've been speaking about, an important offer or offers will be made. Be prepared. Dress to impress. Whatever it is that you're offered it because you're able to do it. All you need to be is yourself. Don't play small, and to be confident as you go forward. Next is, and popped out, is manifestations. And this one is a bountiful time awaits. Your wishes could manifest right before your eyes. And the last one is change. A change of residence. So many of us are going to be changing locations. A change of partners. A change of business relationships, career or jobs is on this card. You're restless and in need of a change. You can feel the change coming, and that is exactly what is coming your way. Getting out, being presented to society now, opportunities, manifestations, and change. I don't think it gets any better than that. Thank you, everyone. I hope this has been helpful for you. If you're interested in any of my Angel Healing House Healing Practice services, the emotion code, where we go over and look at your ancestral generational line to see if there's anything that is still in your cellular memory, holding you back from being confident and brave and secure to move forward. Reiki, distant healing, bringing serenity and peace to the body. And that can be done online, distant healing to anywhere in the universe, and also those fabulous, remarkable individual Angel Healing House intuitive angel readings with myself and my wonderful angelic family, the Posse of Angels. All that can be found on my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com. Go out, everyone, and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. Remember that Walk-In Angel Ariel's Weekly Wisdom airs every week on Saturdays. And I'd like to wish everyone so much love and, of course, angel blessings. And I look so forward to speaking with you again next week. Take care, everyone. Bye.